this is how life is. Life is that needs don't get met. But that's okay because I'm alive. See, the living being only wants to stay alive. Mars's job is to create an emergency signal when a need is there so the person can stay alive. Mars did his job. He created an emergency signal. It was ignored. It wasn't taken care of. The child mind survived, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be here as an adult, right? The child mind survived. So Mars, child mind and Mars are saying, okay, it worked. We're alive. That's what they think. We're alive. This works. So, to continue staying alive, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that when we scream emergency, or if we have an emergency, we'll make sure it's unheard. Either we won't scream it, or if we scream it, we'll scream it in a way that no one wants to listen to us. So we're going to deal with our emergencies in a way that's guaranteed not to get help. And it'll say, and to improve our chances of succeeding in this goal of surviving by not having our needs met, because that's what worked before, we are going to pick people who will be this way towards us. How are we going to pick them? Will we get an astrology chart and say, yes, this person is that kind of person, they got the same thing as my mom or dad or whatever? No, we're not going to pick it that way. We have a much better system of astrology. We have all the things stored in our unconsciousness, which knows the minute it sees somebody, what they're really like, and those are the people we're going to invite into our life, the people who are not going to provide our needs. Even if we say, I have an emergency. Then my goal will be, I'll succeed in my goal of not having my emergencies met, not having my needs met, and therefore I shall survive. Because from this person's reference, surviving equals not having your goals and needs met, because that's how they survived the first time around, in those first couple of years. Okay? So now, but of course, they're not going to be happy, they're not going to be physically well, they're going to be frustrated and over time be difficult to be around, and they're not going to have good lives, they're not going to have fulfilling lives. Life is not going to feel worth living eventually, because if needs aren't met, what's the point, right? Okay? And again, when I say needs in the context of Moon Mars, these are real needs, Okay. And if things are repressed long enough and they're really, really great, then the fulfillment of those needs at some point could try to be manifested in really, really, in ways